Hi, it's time for Uber Grace, and I wanted to say a little bit more about what God is like because he sent Jesus to us, and the writers in the New Testament say that Jesus is the express image of the invisible God. He's like God made visible, but he's not just the image of him, he's the express image of the invisible God. Jesus said to his own mates hanging around with him, hey, if you see me, you've seen the Father, or you've seen God. See me, you've seen the God. So if we can look a little bit at what God is like by looking at Jesus, and we notice that even though the writers of the Old Testament wrote all sorts of quite dark and mixed things about God and his vengeance and killing people left, right and centre, Jesus laid his life down. So God is a God that lays his life down. He's not aloof somewhere in the other side of the universe. He's in us all. He's laid his life into our lives. He loves, and he is just like Jesus in that he didn't try to get anybody into trouble. He was just there backing them and setting them free. James and John, a couple of his homies, came up to him and were like, you know, that town there, they didn't really like your message. Let's blow them up. Let's blast them because you're God and you can do that. And Jesus is like, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. You know, you've got this Old Testament version of what you think God is like because that's been handed down to you. But actually, God's not like that at all. A lot of what people think God is actually the Greek god Zeus. There's a great picture of him on a cloud with a big beard showing a lightning bolt down onto the earth. That's not what God is like. God is like Jesus, and Jesus went round healing people. He would touch the leper, which back then, it's not advised now, but back then was a real no-no. He would chat with people of other races, like he didn't have a problem talking to the Romans, didn't have a problem talking to the Samaritans who were close by. He didn't have a problem going against cultural norms, like he was caught. One of my favourite stories is the woman at the well. He's chatting middle of the day to this Samaritan woman, two no-nos there, straight away. And he don't care because that's what God is like. God is for everybody, and God is in everybody, and he's not there to blast you out of the sky if you do stuff wrong. God heals. God provides. Jesus provided for people. He loved people. He didn't condemn people. You read those Gospels, maybe read Mark's Gospel, because it's the shortest, but you just see, if he ever got angry, it was with the religious people, or he got a bit annoyed with the disciples because they were still living in the old mindset. Something went wrong. Lord, rescue us. God, come and do this. And he's like, no, you sort it out. How long am I going to be with you guys? You know, you're not getting this. It's in you. You've got it. And you know, there's a storm that Jesus was in. He was asleep in the boat and they woke him up. And he was really annoyed with them. How long am I going to put up with you guys? His expectation was for them to sort out the storm. That's what he believed in them. And that's what he believes in you now. Not that you never pray, but actually a lot of the stuff we pray for, we've actually got the authority to do because he came to show us that. Because that is what God is like. It's great, isn't it? So next time you want to see what God is like, just look at what Jesus was like. And that'll give you the clue. So if there's something in the Old Testament where one of the human writers, inspired by what they're seeing and of what they know of God, are writing, and they come out with some stuff and you think, well, would Jesus do that? And the answer will be no a lot of the time. So no, that wasn't God then, because God is like Jesus. If you see me, you've seen the Father. Well, hey, so that's why we like Jesus, because Jesus is the man, but he's also God, and he also shows us exactly what God is like. How cool is that? Have a great day, y'all, and don't forget to share these, and have a great time. I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra.